Well, look, let's go to the Gold Coast, because what seems to be happening there with the so-called open borders suggests to me they're not open at all. Paradoxically, I suppose they are if you're prepared to wait for hours. And the Queensland Police are saying border residents need an abundance of patience. And don't you love this? We're told that traffic delays of more than 90 minutes have been reported at border checkpoints. Most people I've spoken to would hope it was only 90 minutes. That's not what I'm hearing. If you think 90 minutes is diabolical, as one Tweed Heads resident said, try 3 hours. A Coolangatta hairdresser said a 10-minute trip to drive her mum to hospital for a cancer appointment took 3 hours because of delays at the border checkpoints. A Coolangatta restaurant owner, Scott Littler, has had to discontinue home deliveries because he loses a staff member for an hour and a half or 2 hours. I've just heard today a very popular tourist cafe in Coolangatta has had their takings halved since Friday, when the border was allegedly opened. Every cafe is in the same boat, no tourism. Well, Tom Tate's the Mayor of the Gold Coast. He's very hands-on. He's a successful businessman, a straight talker. He says that the New South Wales-Queensland state boundary should be redrawn. He's on the line via Skype. Tom, how are you?
Alan, it's been challenging for us here on the border, and I look at the decision makers about opening our border, and like you said, is it really open or not? And I can only work with the decisions made, and not trying to pass the buck, but you know, I'm in constant contact with the Chief Inspector for Queensland Police down there, and it's been tough.
But Tom, you are the kind of bloke, and I'm not piddling in your pocket. You're the kind of bloke that's got a reputation for getting things done. How can you get the traffic moving?
Alan, I had a look at the transport plan, and that's why I came up to say, look, we should move the border further south, that is Banora Point, and that way on the M1 the traffic can flow a lot easier so that you don't spread on all the little streets, and that means that our local residents are not jam-packed in front of their houses.
Yeah, but Tom, people are saying to me that only shifts the problem further south. I mean, the real issue is here. Why do people have to take 45 minutes to fill out a blasted form just to cross the border? I mean, shouldn't we be putting resources into where the problem is?
Alan, I can't argue with you, mate. That's the rules that have been put forward, and us on the front line are doing our best to make sure that it's as smooth as possible.
No, but I mean, the public love you. They love this bloke, Tom Tate. He's been elected 100 times, I think, for the mayor. Can't you get on the phone to Anastasia Palaszczuk and say, look, this is a disaster, put more resources down here so that the traffic can move? You can't have people wanting to come to Queensland waiting 3 hours to cross the blasted border.
Alan, and I do, and the response has been that, you know, by our chief medical officer is recommending that the border is shut down, and I'm just a lonely civil engineer.
Tom, they didn't elect her. I didn't see her name on the ballot paper last time there was an election. Anyway, listen, we've got to go.
Right,
it's good to talk to you. Have a punt today and make sure you win.
Okay, good on you. Thanks, Alan.
That's Tom Tate. He likes a bit of a bet. Tom Tate, the Mayor of the Gold Coast, but honestly, what a mess that is.